I am not at the airport. I am actually at home. This is Church Renaissance, and this is where I spend my time every Sunday. Well, tonight is Wednesday, and this time I'm going on a project to Romania, but actually with a bus. So I wanted to start this movie from another place which I love even more than the airport, my home. So in a bit I'm going to meet you at the bus station, and I'm going to explain to you where I'm going next. See you in a minute.
Okay guys, so I'm already at the bus. So I'm going to give you a bit of information where I'm going tonight. So this time I'm going on the youth exchange called LifeCOMP Skills Together, which is going to take place in Călărași in Romania. It is organized by Romanian Association, and this time I'm being sent from Bulgaria, from which I'm going to tell you info in the next couple of shots. So this time this trip is going to be a bit different from Italy and Spain, and we're going to be a lot of people from Slovakia, Bulgaria, Spain, Portugal, and Greece. And we're going to be very big teams, like 8 people with 1 team leader. And honestly, I don't know what to expect, but I'm sure it's going to be very fun. So I'm going to see you tomorrow in Bucharest. Bye!
Bună dimineața from Bucharest. It's so cold and we are very sleep deprived. It has been quite some time since I went through border control twice because I've been flying on a plane, but we are here. We still don't have a plan, but it's raining, so we're gonna find a place to lock our luggage and we're gonna go from there. So see you later. And hello guys, so we got to the metro station, and this is the machine for the metro station card. Choose the English option because the option to get the receipt is in red, and some people understood it the hard way. So yeah, the important thing about Erasmus Plus reimbursement of the transportation, always have the receipt. So gonna see you later. We finally arrived in the center of Bucharest, in the old town, and we took the metro. We took a very long walk under the rain, and we walked for a long time, but we finally managed to find That's Coffee Co. And we're going to have coffee because we need it, and breakfast, and then we're going to try to find a locker so we can leave our luggage and try to explore the city even when there is so much rain. But it's okay, you know why? Because we're having a lot of fun. It's a really fun company around here, and I think we're going to manage to have some good time even if the weather is not nice. So see you later. Every time you see me, I become even more and more wet and even more packed, but that's okay because this is Romania and it's raining. So we finally got to leave our luggage in Les Bourgeois Bistro and Cafe Bar because we were searching for so long to find where to leave our luggage. So when you come to Romania, this is the place you can do that. So we're gonna continue on this journey. See you later.
just came back from the National Museum of Art, and we came here to have lunch in restaurant Winestone, so we can get some food and get some more energy. The weather continues to be very bad, and I don't know how many other stuff we're going to see next before we go to Călărași, but I'm going to bring with me. Stay tuned. Good evening, guys. We finally arrived in Călărași, in Hotel Albatross, where the Youth Exchange, Youth Balance Building LifeCOMP Skills Together is going to take place and starting officially tomorrow. So the place is surprisingly nice because I have my own bed and I have my own bathroom, which is so strange, but it's really nice. The people are lovely as always, and I honestly can't wait to see what tomorrow brings us. So this is going to be the last from me tonight, and I'm going to see you tomorrow. Good night. Good morning, everyone. So today we're starting, and before I go down for breakfast and before we start, I need to do something really important, which is to fill in my journal, since this is one of the best strategies I have used for a couple of years right now in my life in order to get into the right headspace every morning and also to pray. So I'm going to see you later after the first session, so I tell you what we actually did today. We just had our first half of the session. It's our first coffee break, and we just played 3 games. So the first one, we were given cards with 2 questions, and we had to find someone to ask the question to, answer their question, and then switch the cards and continue finding new people. After that, we played a game in which we said our name, our country, and our signature move, and mine was this, and then repeat the signature move, name and country of the 5 people before you. And lastly, before the coffee break, we played a game with the ball. So we had to pass the ball to someone and shout their name out loud. And when all of us did this, we had to throw the ball back to the person who gave it to us, and that way, remembering how to do it in reverse, we finished the game. And now we're going to drink some coffee. We did name tags this time because it's 50 people. This is the project with the most people I have ever been to. It's my 3rd, but it's really fun. Actually, Romania is quite nice. Today is sunny. It's not like yesterday, so see? And there's even water over there. So yeah, I'm gonna get some coffee and talk to new people. I'm going to see you again in the lunch break. Bye! Hello guys, it's a lunch break. So we finished our second half of the first session. Actually, it is the second session in which we played a really interesting game in which we had to make a perfect square, like absolutely perfect, the same number of people on each side of a square, and then we had to move
48 potatoes from the one corner to the opposite of it corner, but there was a couple of rows. So first, each of us had to touch every potato at least once, but only once. So that means the potato has to go around all the full square, but at the same time nobody can repeat the touching again. So we had to create a strategy in which all of us were agreeing on the same stuff, and we had to set our own goal as to for how long we're going to put all of the potatoes in the bucket, and for how many potatoes we're going to put, because the point of the activity was not to put all of the potatoes, it was to set a goal and reach it successfully without dropping one potato. So we came up with an interesting strategy you're going to see in a couple of videos. And the first time we were able to put 45 potatoes in the bucket for 2 minutes and 37 seconds, but we did drop 4. And we were given the choice to repeat it again or to stop. So we decided to do it again with all of the potatoes without dropping any one for 2 minutes and 10 seconds. And surprise, we actually reached our goal by 1 minute 59 seconds, which was amazing. So we just had lunch, and since today is Labor Day, we had some barbecue, and in Romania this is tradition. And I think I'm gonna go on a walk because there's really beautiful places here around. It's secluded, but it's very peaceful. So I'm going to see you later. Bye.
Guys, we just had our third session in which we wrote on our little people. So each of us was given a little paper person on which we had to write our wishes for this project, and on the other side we had to write our contributions and what we can contribute to this project. So after that we created origami paper boats on which we wrote our names, and we had to put them on the sea of emotions, which had little islands. One was called grateful, other excited, another one anxious, and another one creative, bored, and stuff like this. And we had to glue down, actually tape our boat on one of those islands. And every day, if we decide we have a mood change, we can put our boat on a different island. And yeah, it's really fun. Now we're having our coffee break. I am getting to know some people from the project and from other countries, and I am excited. I am quite tired after Spain, so in the lunch break I took a little nap, which was very helpful. And then I had my little walk around the beach, so I could see the sleeve of Danube river who goes through Călărași. And yeah, it's a very beautiful place. It's very peaceful, very different from Plasencia, and I'm quite much enjoying the silence of Călărași and the new connections I'm having. So I'm gonna see you later. But before that, let me tell you really quick what we did in our last session. So first we played some Kahoot, and we had to be separated in a couple of teams, and we had to guess some questions about Erasmus Plus and what it is. So after that
we set up our cohabitating rules. And as you know from my previous videos, this is one thing every Erasmus project or training for youth workers has, because it's a lot of people being together and basically living together for a couple of days. So it's one of the most important parts. And last but not least, we were presented with the game Secret Friend. So as you're going to see in the next video, on the wall we have letter envelope on which everyone's name is going to be written, and each one of us had to randomly select a secret friend. So the person who is going to be the secret friend to the person owning the envelope knows who this person is, and the other person has no idea who is his secret friend. And in the last day we're going to reveal as who is our secret friend. So for me, my secret friend is Javier from Spain. He has no idea, and I have a couple of ideas what I'm going to do, but I'm going to think about it in the next day and I'm going to tell you what I did for him. So stay tuned. And tonight it's time for Romanian night, so we're going to have a lot of fun, I'm sure, and it's going to be our first cultural night, and I'm going to introduce you to one of the people from Romania tonight, which is going to be my first interview, so stay tuned for that.
And hello guys, so I'm here for the first time with my guest Cipriana from Romania. So tonight is Romanian Cultural Night, as I told you, and I have a couple of questions for Cipriana. So can you introduce yourself in a couple of words?
Hi, I'm Cipriana. I'm 21 years old and I'm a member of Monomit and also Dear Future Self Association in Călărași, Romania. And I'm part of this association since 2023, I think. And I don't know what else to say. We are trying to make opportunities for the youngsters in Călărași and in Romania in general, for them to have the opportunities that we had when we were young. Not that now I'm old, but I'm not a teenager anymore. And we try to help them develop as beautiful and as wide as they can.
Okay, so you halfway answered my next question, but can you tell me why did you choose to volunteer in Monomit Association?
I chose to volunteer first because first I didn't know anything about Erasmus, of course, but my first Erasmus was in Bulgaria. And then I met the girls in another project that was 1 month after my first Erasmus, and we got along very nice and we became friends and we connected very, very fast and very nicely. And at first it was basically helping a friend, but then we tried to be more involved and I loved the idea of helping others, and that's how I became to a volunteer in this association.
Okay, so what can we expect from Romanian Cultural Night? Just a little bit of information.
Just a little bit of a spoiler. We are gonna go through the culture a bit, through the, let's say, the tradition and so on. We are gonna dance a bit, maybe try a bit of the food, of the sweet part of the traditional food, and of course a bit of strong drinks for the brave participants of the project.
Okay, can you describe Romania in 3 words?
First and most important, home, family, and experiences.
Okay, so can you teach me 1 word in Romanian?
1 word in Romanian is dor, which basically doesn't have a translation in English. Is the feeling that you have when you miss someone, and you can actually describe it as a concept, but in bare words it means that you miss someone very, very much.
Okay, so dor.
Dor, yes.
Alright, well, thank you so much,
Thank you.
Cipriana, for
Thank you so
joining me.
much.
And let's see what Romanian Cultural Night has for us. See ya!
See you.
just had my breakfast and I'm doing my secret friend duty. So I wrote a couple of little challenges and exercises, and we'll see if the person I'm a secret friend to decides to do them. So we'll see. See you later. My letter. So I received a message from someone else's secret friend, and this is a secret friend of Santiago. And since yesterday, during our little human experience exercise, we wrote down our contributions and what we can contribute with during this project. I said that I could give free hugs. So Santiago's secret friend said that, as I told before yesterday, he asked me if I could give at least one hug every day to Santiago. So this is a challenge I'm going to accept. So our first session ended and we are in a coffee break. So really fast I'm gonna tell you what we did. So first we played some human bingo, and then we played a game with ropes, with hose, and we were separated in two teams. One team 21 people and one team 22 people. So the rules of the game: we had to pass through all of the hose, but one person only once without touching the rope. So it was a team building game. Well, it was a tie, so it was very interesting. Honestly, I wouldn't say it was my favorite activity, but it was fun anyway. So I'm gonna see you later in the lunch break. Okay guys, so we just had lunch, and before that we played a game in which we were separated in teams and we had to guess emotions by 3 certain ways: mimicking, drawing, and explaining, but without the actual words. So it was fun, and I honestly can't wait to see what we're going to do after this, after the lunch break ends. But yeah. So our third session for today just ended, and we did 2 really fun activities. So first one, we talked with Gilda about stress, peace, and panic attacks, and a couple of techniques on how to get out of panic attacks and find a solution for them. And also about how our body reacts when we are at stress or at peace, and also the different types of reactions when the body feels in danger. And after that we did some Zumba with Alina, which was really fun and very energizing, and I feel much more energized right now than I did after the lunch, so it was very fun, and I'm going to see you after the next session. So we had our third and fourth session today after lunch, and in the first part we had some time with Gilda, and we talked about panic attacks, stress modes in which we all get into when we feel in danger, how peace actually feels in our body. And after that we were talking about neuroplasticity, and we did some Zumba with
the Little Alina, and bachata and salsa with Emmanuel. And after that, we finished with some Dixit cards. We had to choose one card which represented how we felt today, and we split into groups of 3 in order to reflect and talk together. So as you can see, I took a shower because all of the dancing was amazing, but I wanted to look cute tonight because tonight is Greek/Spanish cultural night, so it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm going to interview one of the guys from the Greek team and one of the guys from the Spanish team, so stay tuned. See you after dinner. Okay guys, so I just wrote my letter for tomorrow for my secret friend, and let's see if he does any of my challenges. Who knows? And hello guys, as I told you, tonight is Greek and Spanish night, and I'm going to interview some interesting people from Greece and from Spain. So here with me is Dimitris from Greece.
Hello everyone.
So Dimitris, can you tell me, what do you mean by the statement, I am addicted to Erasmus?
I am addicted to Erasmus. So basically I started going to Erasmus last year. It was April. I went to Romania. I had a really great time there. And since then I'm studying at university, but it's not necessary to go in the classes. So I can just go to the exams, and the rest of the time I'm going to Erasmus projects and spend my time there meeting new people like you.
All right, well, thank you. It's really a pleasure to meet you too. So my question for you is, what can we expect from Greek night?
You should expect really nice dances for sure. Sirtaki for a Bulgarian always like it.
Yeah.
Also, we will do some small presentation probably about our country, our history. Maybe we will just include it in the Kahoot, the quiz game.
All right. So, can you describe Greece in 3 words?
Greece in 3 words. Happiness,
Okay.
hot, and maybe sometimes sadness, I would say.
Okay, interesting. So, my last question. Can you teach me one word in Greek?
I will tell you the most famous one, malakas.
Okay, what does it mean?
We use it like you say to your friend, malaka, like you say dude.
Okay, so you're my malaka.
Yes, I
Okay,
am.
thank you so much, Dimitris, for joining me here.
Thank you
And after we see the other person from Spain, you're going to see what Greece and Spain feels like on Erasmus. See you later.
Bye.
So, hello people, as I told you, tonight is not only Greek cultural night, but Spanish night. So here with me is Santiago from the Spanish team.
Hello.
So,
Santiago.
can you introduce yourself in a couple of words?
Well, I'm Santiago. I'm from Argentina, but I came to this project with Spain, and we're here to have a good time.
All right, so can you tell me how someone from Argentina comes with the Spanish team? Because as far as I know, it is possible to be from another nationality, but still join another country's team in order to come to an Erasmus project. So how did that happen?
I had good connections with people. I got to know Juan Pablo, that is the group leader, who got me to an interrail. And apart from that, he told me, hey, I have a project in Romania, I need people, do you want to come? That's how I'm here.
Okay, so what can we expect from Spanish night?
Oof.
I saw a lot of sangria.
A lot of sangria, a lot of casaya, but the main thing that we could expect from the Spanish night is to dance a lot, have a good drink, and try not to puke or nothing.
That's good because I recently came back from Spain, and this is maybe the
most funny nation I have ever seen until now. So I'm very excited for that. So, can you describe Spain in 3 words?
Describe Spain in 3 words. Fallas, that it's a cultural event in Valencia, where I live.
Okay.
Classic,
Okay.
and not very family friendly. No, family friendly. No, not very animal friendly.
Okay. So, last thing I want from you, teach me 1 word in Spanish.
Okay, so we have a word that it's called hidalgo.
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 What does Hidalgo mean?
Hidalgo means you have a cup,
Okay.
and if someone says hidalgo, you have to drink it all in 1 sip.
Wow. I hope this doesn't happen to me tonight.
Let's see.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining me. It's a pleasure to meet you here, and we'll see what Spanish night has for us. See ya.
Thank you.
And good morning, guys. So we had our breakfast. I took 10 minutes to walk on the beach, and then we were separated in teams for the first session. We did some spaghetti towers. We didn't win. And now we're having a coffee break. And after the coffee break, we're gonna continue with an activity outside on the beach because it's finally sunny. So I'm going to see you on the beach. Hello guys, so we just finished our second session for today and we went outside because it's sunny, as I told you before. So the first thing we did was get into a line, and we were given a couple of statements. So if we agreed with the statement, we had to make a step to the front, and it was an interesting experience for sure. So the second thing we did was we had 3 sections which were agree, neutral, and strongly disagree. And again, we were talking about some statements and explaining why we are on the position we chose, and we were able to explore different opinions. And I would say I feel like I know the people from the project a little bit more now, and we feel a little bit close because this is the 3rd day we have been here in Călărași in Romania, and I think we're gonna get closer and closer every day. So we're gonna have lunch break, and I'm going to see you after the 3rd session. Bye! Finished our 3rd session for today. It's day 3 after all. So we were separated again in 8 teams. And we were given a story about a high school boy and his problematic situation, which we had to read together. And we were provided with 7 choices how to act in order to fix his problem, because the situation was it is something you can find in real life, and it is something kind of subjective because a lot of facts were missing, but we had to unanimously decide as a team which option is the best, so he can be disciplined but at the same time shown love. And yeah, so we were able to choose an option, and some of the other teams also chose the same option, but we had 2 teams who had chosen 2 different options. So we had a little debate, let's say. People were very passionate about this game, but I think this is just because we care about
those stuff, even if it happens in real life. We're not just gonna watch by. And yeah, it was interesting to see how people think and what they would do in that kind of situation. So we have one last session for today, and tonight is Portuguese night, so I'm going to introduce you to two people from the Portuguese team, and I'm sure what they have to say will be really interesting for you guys. See ya.
Well, hello guys. So as I told you previously, tonight is Portuguese night, and here with me are two amazing people, the leader of the Portuguese team, Luis, who is actually from Brazil as far as I know,
Yes.
and Lara. So can you introduce yourself in a couple of words?
Yes, my name is Luis. I was born in Brazil. I moved to Portugal in 2021. I'm currently doing my bachelor's, and I love Erasmus project, and I guess this is the reason why I'm here as well.
Hi, I'm Lara. I've been doing Erasmus since 2024. My first was with Luis. That's why we started this. And yeah, that's it.
Okay, so Luis, you are the leader of the Portuguese team, but as well as I know, you are also the one who invented the association, which is the reason everyone is here together with Lara. So can you tell me a little bit more of that?
Yes, more or less in between February and March of last year, me and Lara and a few friends were in a youth exchange in Lithuania. It was a really nice topic, and during the activities we had a lot of ideas that we could adapt to see different situations and different points of view. And then as a joke we said, what if we create an organization? And then I said, that's actually possible to do. So we came up with the idea, based it on a project to try to do something good. As we receive it, we want to pass as well. So that's how we did it.
That's great. Well, look how that joke turned out. You're
Yes.
here now and we're talking together. So, Lara, my question for you is, since this is the first youth exchange you took on association, can you walk me through the process of choosing the participants who came with you from Portugal?
So when we did the selection, we look for certain characteristics in a person, like their willingness to travel, because it's not an easy thing to do, especially if you've never traveled. Their willingness to participate in the activities, because wanting to travel is good, but wanting to learn something, we can feel if someone wants to learn something or if they just want to travel. And also I guess the way that they talk shows a lot about the person. It's also like more fun for them if we choose someone that has never participated. We prefer to bring new experiences to someone that has never had them.
Okay, well, that's a great answer. So, since tonight is Portuguese night, can you tell me in a short what can we expect from you?
Okay, for sure, to get to know a little bit of Portuguese culture, to have a taste of some Portuguese snacks, to have a taste about how we lived our life back in our country, and to just discover a new culture and different stuff that it's not the things that you will see randomly on your daily routine.
Okay, so can you tell me 3 words with which to describe Portugal?
Fun, very festive, and relaxed.
Okay, so can you teach me 1 word in Portuguese?
It's a word that you're gonna use if you go there. Thank you. It's a very important word, I think.
Okay.
And also, we say it for anything. Like, we express gratitude for almost anything. So if you are a girl, you say obrigada.
Obrigada.
And if you are a guy, you say obrigado.
Okay, so obrigada for being here with me and taking time to speak with me. And I'm going to see you in the Portuguese night.
Okay.
Călărași. It's beautiful, isn't it?
And hello everyone! So we are at the beach in Constanța, as you can see, and it is a very lovely water. It's sunny, but it's still cold, so I'm going to skip the swimming for now. I'm here with some of my friends from the Bulgarian team. Some of us were able to get seashells as souvenirs, and we're going to eat something little and just enjoy the beach in general, our time together. We have a couple of interesting questions and exercises from the project we're going to fill in, and I'm going to see you again tonight. So our first and second session today were merged into one, so I really liked what we did. We had to draw the river of life. Everyone had their own interpretation of it, and it was really relaxing for me. We had a lot of time to do this, so this is mine. And after that we were separated in groups of 3 in order to discuss what we thought about while drawing the river, what everything symbolizes. And I got the chance to speak more with 2 girls I didn't have opportunity previously, and we just went to the beach next to the river, and the weather is so nice today. It's warm, it's sunny, and we spoke about our rivers, and I really enjoyed this conversation and this activity. So I'm feeling even better. Maybe something in me healed a bit. I've been working on myself for a couple of years, so it was great. And we listened to some music. I played my playlist during the process of drawing, so everyone was able to hear it. And yeah, I am very happy. I feel very energized now, even though I was very sleepy in the morning. So I'm quite excited for what is to come after lunch break. See ya! Okay guys, so after lunch we went on the beach. Some of us took a nap on the beach. Some of us tried the Danube River water, which was still cold, but it was enjoyable. Then we had our museum of self-regulation, and some of us showed our breathing exercises and techniques we used in order to self-regulate. And now we're going to do some Kung Fu, which is going to be fun, I think. See you later! It is officially day 6 of the Youth Exchange Youth Balance, and we just had our first session. We are on our first coffee break for the day. So we had a really interesting exercise. We had to answer 3 questions with 3 answers, and some of the questions were about what we have around ourselves all the time, what do we do when we have free time, how do we spend our money, how do we visualize our future, and much other questions like this. And after that we had to base and actually determine which are our main 3 values based on all of those answers. So I think I was pretty on spot with what I have, and I was pretty clear, and I wasn't that much surprised about what I got. So it was a very fun exercise, and let's see what's going to happen after break. See ya! So we just had our lunch, and before that we did our second session for today, in which after the value questions we made the assessment of our inner saboteurs and which one is our main one and the biggest self-saboteur we actually have. So what we did is after the assessment there was a paper on the wall for each of the 9 saboteurs, and we had to write our name on a sticky note and pin it on the paper. And after that, everyone on that paper, for me it was the stickler, we gathered together to reflect on the exercise, answer some questions, and to be honest, it's the first time in a while I have ever felt so understood and normal. So maybe it was because we were in a group of people who had the same problem. But you know, self-saboteurs are a really big concern, but at the same time they can be helpful when you know how to transform the negative power they have over you into positive power. So let's see what's going to happen now after the lunch break. So I'm on the beach and I took a nap and people are riding a jet. So on our last session we did our mental fitness sprint and our 7-day saboteur reset. So we had to recognize our main saboteurs, how they come through in everyday life, and what they're going to mess up if we don't change it. And after that we had to write 2 micro habits we're going to use when we feel like it is triggered. So it was interesting. I am curious to see how this helps me. And after dinner we're going to have Bulgarian/Slovakian cultural night. You're going to see very interesting stuff. You're going to meet more interesting people who I'm going to interview.
and let's see what's going to happen tonight.
Hello guys, so as I told you, tonight is Bulgarian and Slovak night, but before that I want to introduce you to one very special person, actually the first one I got to know from the Bulgarian team. This is Bojana from Bulgaria.
Hi, how are you, Raya?
I'm great, and I'm so happy that I finally get a chance to sit down and talk with you. So can you introduce yourself to my audience in a couple of words?
Oh yeah, for sure. So my name is Bojana, shortly they call me Jani. I'm 19 and I study law and psychology.
All right, Jani. So as far as I know, this is your first youth exchange.
Yeah, it is my first youth exchange and actually I'm surprised because for now it's amazing. I mean, like everything, the organization, the things that we're making, the people, the places, and it's just so fun and so useful.
Well, you answered my question before I even gave it to you, but it's okay. I like how natural you are in front of the camera.
Oh, thanks so much.
Tell me, what can we expect from Bulgarian night? Even though I'm a part of the Bulgarian team and I know. Please tell my audience.
Sorry, my alarm. So you can expect actually a lot of things. We will make one game. We have interesting information to share about. We will show you nature. We will show you our prom dresses and what we do during prom. We party a lot basically. We get very drunk and we exchange many presents.
Yeah, and we have also very beautiful folklore.
Yeah, it's very beautiful, and the cool thing is that we'll show you one thing that's part of the Guinness records. It's with
Bagpipes.
Yeah, it's with bagpipes. Did I say it
the
right?
Rodopi.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a lot of fun.
Yeah, and she's gonna sing because she's amazing singer.
Thank you. So, can you tell me 3 words with which you can describe Bulgaria?
Okay, so first one is beautiful, second one is home, and third one is joy.
Okay, so what word would you choose to teach the people who are not from Bulgaria in Bulgarian language?
I would choose my favorite word. It's Bogudaria actually. I love this word, so I would teach them to say Bogudaria.
And благодаря means thank you.
Yeah.
So, Jani, благодаря ти that you are
Yes,
here
благодаря.
with me. And let's see what Bulgarian night has for us.
Yeah.
See ya! Guys, as I told you, tonight is not only Bulgarian cultural night, it's also Slovakian cultural night. And here with me is the bestest roommate ever, Sabina from Slovakia. Sabi is the leader of the Slovakian team. So, Sabi, can you introduce yourself in a couple of words?
Hello. So, as mentioned, my name is Sabina. I'm 25 years old and I'm the group leader of Slovakian team. About me, something very quick. I love traveling, I love well-being, that's why I'm here. And I like to meet new people, so that's another reason why I'm here. And I love music, reading. What else? I think that's enough.
Okay, so Sabi, can you tell me how do you balance work and also traveling? Especially for Erasmus Plus projects?
Well, sometimes it's a bit tricky, but luckily I have a great job. I'm an English teacher, so it's very flexible. I can have classes whenever I want, so it's quite easy actually.
That's good. So you see, you can go to projects and also work. It's not that big of a deal. So Since tonight is also Slovakian night, can you tell me in a couple of words what can we expect from this night?
Well, you can expect to learn something about our country, and hopefully it will be fun. I expect fun.
I'm sure it's going to be very fun.
Yeah, so you can also expect some sweets, some food, maybe a dance. So yes.
Well, we're going to see what happens because we're also going to have some dances, so may the best country win.
Oh yeah, we will see.
Okay, so can you describe Slovakia in 3 words?
Wow, that's tricky. Slovakia, I would say traditional, charming, and underrated.
Okay, I can see that. So, can you teach me 1 word in Slovakian?
Is there anything specific you would like to know? How to hit on a guy or something in Slovak language?
Okay, maybe what about the word love?
Láska.
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 Láska. Okay, this sounds very beautiful. So thank you so much for joining me and for having the chance to meet you here on this project. It's a pleasure to be sharing my role with you on this project. And let's see what Slovakia has for us. See ya.
Thank you for having me.
Bye. First and second session. In the first session we had some time to reflect and to do our empathy map. After that we discussed it with the people on our table, and after that we were separated in teams in order to create our 30-day challenge, which is going to be available for our friends and family and whoever we want to after this project. And each team had category in which to create 8 questions, and tomorrow we're going to finish the whole challenge based on all of those suggestions. So it was very fun. We were very fast. We have 1 hour to spare, and I think I'm just gonna go to the beach. It's so nice to be here and do such interesting and reflective, introspective stuff, and then just have the chance to go to a beach because you're right next to it. It is something to be thankful for. Think about it. See you later. this is our last day in the Youth Exchange Youth Balance, and I just left my last letter for my secret friend. I was gonna cry, honestly. I'm going to miss everyone so much. It was an amazing experience to be here. It's not over yet, but I've already started reflecting because tomorrow I have to go home to Bulgaria, and even though I'm going somewhere else 4 days after, it's not going to be the same. Every project I go to is special in their own different kind of way, and this one was no exception. So I'm gonna drink my coffee, we're gonna start, and we'll see how my secret friend feels once we all reveal each other. See ya! Alright guys, so it's lunch break and we just finished our last administrative activities. So first we digitalized our suggestions by categories for the 30-day challenge, for which I'm going to leave you a link in order to join. And after that we had to discuss all of the, let's say, things we learned during youth exchanges, they're called competencies. And after that we had to go by our national teams and think about how we're going to disseminate the project and be very realistic about it. So as you know, this kind of movies are one of my many ways to disseminate the project and to actually show you what valuable stuff I learned while being here, and to show you that Erasmus Plus is a great opportunity for young people, which I have said a lot of times already. I wish I would have known about sooner, and I'm doing this for you, so you know there is opportunity like this to visit Europe and to learn valuable things and to meet a lot of friends from around the continent. So I'm doing this for you, and I hope you find something valuable for yourself while you're watching this. See you later. So we just had our last 2 activities and we said our goodbyes. Honestly, I cried my eyes out. I'm not going to lie to you. The activity we had was called Close Your Eyes and Touch Who. So we were in a circle with our eyes closed, and our facilitator Lumi chose a couple of people who were inside the circle and gave them statements, and they had to touch the person who they thought answered the statement that they hear, and I cried my eyes out. I feel much more appreciated than I actually thought I will be, and it was amazing. And after that we had paper on our back and we were able to write some really beautiful wishes for everyone, and I feel very thankful, very happy. But before I do my closing statement and outro for this, I want to introduce you to 3 people. So the first one I'm going to introduce you is our amazing therapist. Yes, we had a therapist on our youth exchange, Gilda. Hello.
Hello everyone.
Can you introduce yourself in a couple of words?
In a couple of words, I am a medicine for the soul. Maybe therapist for the soul.
Yes.
Mind-body connection. And I pretty much love to work with people closely.
Okay, so can you tell me what was your experience being on a youth exchange as a therapist? Because this is the first time I have been on such an exchange and having this kind of resource, which was very, very helpful, might I add.
It was also my very first experience with a youth exchange, and it was I am extremely grateful for being part for these activities. And what can I say? I am humbled.
Well, I want to personally thank you for what you did for us, that you were here with us. It was a pleasure and a privilege to meet you.
My
And
pleasure also.
I can't wait to meet you again next year.
Maybe. Happy
Maybe
to
we'll
help. Thank you.
See you guys later. Bye!
As I told you, there is two very important people I want to introduce you to as a part of the project. So here with me is Alina, one of our amazing facilitators for the Youth Balance Youth Exchange. And she's also the person who was in charge of taking care of us being on time, being everywhere we need to be, and the most patient person I have ever known. So hello Alina, thank you so much for being here with me. Can you introduce yourself in a couple of words?
Sure. Thank you, Raya. So my name is Alina. I'm the project coordinator from Monomit Association. And as Raya said, I was the one in charge of keeping everyone healthy, happy, and on time as much as possible.
Okay, Alina, so I wanted to ask you, what is your experience like being a coordinator for such a big youth exchange? And did you have any struggles?
So we were 50 people, which means many more problems can arise. And we had a few. We had people who canceled last minute. We had flights which were canceled, flights which were delayed. We had some people getting sick. And we had a lot of people who had a great time in the evening, so being on time for activities, maybe it was not their first priority. So a lot of challenges, but what we like to say is that there is a solution for every problem, if the intentions are good. And when you draw the line at the end of a youth exchange, 1 week later, all these problems really, they are so small, they don't count anymore. When you see everybody so happy and so many friendships and so many memories being made, the problems, they really disappear. You don't think about the problems anymore.
Absolutely, and I wanted to thank you so much for creating this amazing experience for us, because it was truly out of this world. As I told you many times already, if I come back to Romania, it's going to be because of you and Lumi, who I'm going to introduce to you later. And thank you so much for doing what you do, because this is actually life-changing.
Thank you so much.
Okay, guys, so we have last person to introduce you to in a couple of minutes, and it's going to be soon the end of CloudBound Chapter 3 Romania. See you in a bit.
See you in Călărași. Bye-bye.
Alright guys, so it's time for the last interview, and one of the most important people who taught us so much during this project. Here with me is Lumi, our facilitator. So hello Lumi, thank you so much for being here with me. It's a pleasure to interview you. So can you introduce yourself in a couple of words?
Sure. Hi! Hi! Okay, hello everyone. I'm Lumi. And I've been one of the facilitators of this Erasmus Plus project before, because besides me, we had a full team of Romanian ladies who helped us with facilitation. And I think the greatest success of this project was especially because we were such a great team contributing to this.
All right, so Lumi, my question for you is, since this is not the first project you facilitate, how did you find this specific group? What were your highlights from the youth exchange with this specific group? And what you're going to take with you as a memory?
I loved how well the group managed to bond, even from early days, which was a great surprise for me. Even the topic, because we discussed about being balanced, about discovering inner parts that are not so easy, let's say, to reveal.
Yes.
And the comfort that I've noticed among participants and their willingness to share so many personal things, if we discuss about it, that was the greatest thing to notice in this group. And I was very happy to see that everyone was feeling safe enough, comfortable enough to go deeper in the activities and to actually, reach some inner points that are not so easy to approach.
Yes. Well, I want to personally thank you for this
Thank you.
experience. It was amazing. It was very eye-opening. I learned a lot about myself, but most I want to thank you for creating such a safe space for us, because we would never be able to connect so much so fast without you creating this process and space for us and facilitating it. So thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I appreciate it truly, and I'm very happy because we mentioned with the rest of the participants that our first priority was for everyone to be safe, but then the second one was to leave this place with something useful. And if that happened, then our mission is completed and we couldn't be happier than this.
Absolutely. Thank you so much
Thank you
for
so
joining
much,
me.
Raya.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
And guys, this is the end of chapter 3 of CloudBound Romania. So I'm going to see you in 4 days on the airport going to Malta. This was Raya, and this was CloudBound.